What's up, Dub Nation? Are you ready for some game-changing news that could reshape our roster and ignite our playoff hopes? With a pivotal player on the brink of a major decision, the tension is palpable. Will we see a new face donning the blue and gold, or is a beloved member of our squad set to part ways? Stay tuned as we dive into the latest buzz surrounding the future of our Golden State Warriors. Fellow Warriors fans, it's time to dive into the latest updates on our beloved team. The big news today revolves around Brandin Podziemski, who is currently listed as day-to-day due to lower back soreness. This injury occurred just minutes into the game against the Brooklyn Nets. He stepped wrong and immediately went to the locker room without even taking a shot. That's a tough break for a player who's been stepping up big time for us this season. Podziemski has really developed into a valuable contributor for the Warriors, especially since he was elevated into the starting lineup. Over the last 19 games, he's shown that he can play smart basketball, making the right decisions and contributing defensively. His ability to create second chances and crash the boards is something we desperately need. Losing him could really hurt our depth, especially as we push toward the postseason. Steve Kerr mentioned that he doesn't seem overly concerned about the injury, which is reassuring. But watching him grab his lower back was definitely a moment of panic for me. It looked like more than just soreness. And we all know how tricky back injuries can be. Now, with Jonathan Kuminga still sidelined, it's crucial that Podziemski returns as soon as possible. I believe we could see him back on the court for the game against the Sacramento Kings on Thursday. Why rush him back for a game against the Portland Trail Blazers, a team that's struggling and closer to the top pick than the play-in tournament? It makes sense to play it safe and ensure he's fully ready to contribute against tougher opponents. And I have to admit, I owe Podziemski an apology. Early in the season, I wasn't convinced he was ready for the NBA, but he's proven me wrong. Over the last couple of months, he's been solid, and I can't emphasize enough how much we need him in the lineup. The Warriors aren't the deepest team, and having him back could be the difference maker as we approach the playoffs. Speaking of the playoffs, we just witnessed a gritty win over the Detroit Pistons. That game was a true test, and it highlighted the identity the Warriors are starting to build. With 22 lead changes and no team holding a double-digit lead, it was a battle until the end. Steph Curry, despite not having his most efficient night, sealed the deal with crucial free throws. That's what we need from our leader, stepping up when it counts. Kevon Looney, Draymond Green, and the rest of the squad have shown tremendous effort. Draymond is playing smart basketball, directing traffic on both ends and making those key defensive plays that help us win close games. And how about Jimmy Butler? He's finally finding his rhythm, taking more aggressive shots and contributing significantly. I love seeing that hunger from him. I'm also curious about G.E. Santos. He's been carving out a role for himself, and I want to see more of him on the floor. He's a versatile player who can help us stretch the floor and provide energy on both ends. Should he remain in the rotation once Kuminga returns? What do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. As we head into the crucial part of the season, it's vital that we stay healthy and continue building momentum. Every game is a chance for us to establish ourselves as a playoff contender, and we can't afford any missteps. So, what are your thoughts on the latest injury updates? And our recent performances? Are we on the right track to make a deep playoff run? Stephen Curry is making headlines again. But this time, it's not just about his incredible performance on the court. As the Golden State Warriors push through the pressure of the playoffs, Curry has taken on a new role at his alma mater, Davidson College, as the assistant general manager of their basketball programs. This is groundbreaking, folks. Curry is the first active player in the major professional sports in the U.S. to step into an administrative role with a college team. It's a move that speaks volumes about his commitment to the game and his roots. On the court, Curry has been nothing short of phenomenal, averaging 32.2 points and 6.2 assists per game, while shooting 39.7% from the three-point line as he approaches his 37th birthday. It's remarkable to see him still competing at such a high level, especially when you consider the intensity of the playoff race. The Warriors, after a rocky start at 25-26, have turned things around with an 11-2 streak, and Curry's leadership is a massive part of that success. Just this past weekend, in a tough win against the Detroit Pistons, Curry dropped 32 points, even with a shooting night that wasn't his best. 8 of 22 from the field and 4 of 15 from deep. But it's moments like these that define the player's greatness. He's now the 10th player in NBA history to score 25,000 points with a single franchise. That's not just a stat, it's a legacy. But let's pivot back to Davidson. This new position allows Curry to give back to the school that launched his career. He's not just taking a role, he's creating a legacy. Alongside his wife Aisha and some key supporters, they're setting up an impressive 8-figure fund to bolster Davidson's men's and women's basketball programs. This kind of financial backing could significantly elevate the level of competition and resources available to the players. It's a win-win. Curry gets to mentor young talent, and Davidson gets a serious boost. Now, how will this dual commitment affect him during the playoffs? That remains to be seen. It's a balancing act. Will this role add pressure or relieve it? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, it could serve as a refreshing distraction, giving him a sense of purpose beyond just the game. On the other hand, the demands of playoff basketball are immense, and any distraction could be detrimental. Curry's decision signals to the Warriors fan base that he's thinking long-term, not just about his career, but about the future of the sport. This commitment to Davidson reflects a broader vision of nurturing the next generation of players. It's what we love about him. He's not just a superstar, but a role model who understands the importance of mentorship and community. For us fans, this is a pivotal moment. We're witnessing a player who is not only focused on winning another championship, but also on making a lasting impact off the court. It's a testament to his character and the kind of legacy he wants to leave. Given the Warriors' current momentum, does this added responsibility make us more optimistic about our playoff chances? It's a fascinating question to ponder, and I want to hear your thoughts on this. And you, what do you think? Is this the right path for Curry at this stage of his career? How do you feel about the potential implications for the Warriors as they head deeper into the playoffs? I want to hear your opinions down below. As we gear up for what's ahead, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all things Golden State Warriors. And make sure to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. This is an exciting time to be a Warriors fan, and I can't wait to see how this all unfolds. Let's keep the conversation going.